Okay, hey YouTube. I'm sitting here with my friend Hawa. It has been an exact year. This is October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's been 1 year since she and I went together as a team to have our breast exams, and we both got different results. Both of us found something. I found cysts, several cysts, and have been here using the medicine and ointments to deal with it. But as the situation progressed, it turned out that my friend Hawa actually has cancer. So this has been a huge fight for her. Somebody very, very committed to herbs and changing your diet, and she tried a litany of things prior to coming to the stage of basically accepting that she has the cancer and then doing treatment. So it's taken forever for me to get this interview from her. So now I'm gonna ask Howard some questions so that people just get an idea of the challenges you face when you're an African woman and you find out that you have cancer. And so this is my beautiful friend Hawa. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, just tell them when did you know for sure? When did you get to the point that you knew it was cancer?
That was last year August. I went for the screening. I saw the lump last year August at my right breast.
It wasn't that big. Now it's big, but it wasn't that big.
It wasn't big. It was small lump that I can even do a minor surgery. But I just thought it's a lump, and with my own research and things, I thought I can do it with herbs.
Right.
So I started using the herbs, but with the herbs, I think the lump was growing so fast.
Yeah.
That I went and did a biopsy, and they confirmed it's a cancer.
Right.
Because I thought it wasn't cancer, it's just a lump there. But when I went for the biopsy, instead they said it's cancerous. And my dear, it wasn't easy for me. When I first heard, because for cancer, it's not in my family. I haven't heard none of my family members saying I have cancer and those things.
Right.
So I was so scared, and it wasn't easy.
Okay, we know you were scared. You know that it's not running in your family. You don't even actually know why you have the cancer. What are some of the things that you face as being a Ghanaian woman, an African woman, and having cancer in this country?
Me, myself, it was something that I didn't think about financially, and also friends that will support me in spiritual and those things. I didn't think about that, and I thought at first it's just a sickness, but I didn't know it would go so fast that it will even eat me up in my mind and those things.
One thing I had tried to explain to Hawa is I explained to her, I said, cancer is a money's game.
Yeah.
People who have access to good health care and money have a better chance at beating it. But this is a country where resources for women are low, even when they don't have cancer.
Yeah.
So I pleaded with her. I said, let's do some stuff where you can fundraise. You're going to need to fundraise because that's just how it is, even in the States. We have to get a nice team of women together. Even men have sympathy for cancer. So, because it's an equalizer. It hits women, it hits men, it hits the rich, it hits the poor. Like, no, it's not exempt. It doesn't pick favorites. And so that is a huge issue for her, which is the financial burden that comes with the cancer. So she was a resistor. She did desperately want to use herbs. And I still believe in herbs as a tool to fight cancer. But it depends on the stage you're in. And so I think what she's saying about it having already been growing further, that probably was true. Is that what you kind of concluded?
Yes. Come again.
That it was actually further along, or something happened where it just started growing aggressively?
Nothing. My doctor hasn't told me the type of the cancer that I have. But for my own research, I think I'm having inflammatory one. You know that one, it grows so fast.
Yeah, yours is super aggressive.
Yes, it's good because within a year, you see how it has become. It's so fast.
Are you comfortable just showing them the top of the breast so they can see? This is some of the changes that her body has taken on. You don't have to take it down, but that's how hard that cancer is on her body.
Yeah.
And you're taking chemo at this point, right?
Yeah, I'm taking chemo. Next week, Thursday, I'll go for the 4th one.
The 4th one.
Yes.
And what do you feel like you're benefiting from the chemo? Or what's the hardest part about the chemo?
The chemo, with the counseling that I've been going, they are telling me the lump has attached to my chest, which it has to be detached. It has to separate from my chest.
Is that normal?
That's what they told me last week when I went there. But they said if it doesn't, they will change the chemo.
Okay.
They will change the chemo during my 5th time.
Okay.
But for the 4th time, I will go for the 4th time next week. But for the 5th, there they will change it if the 4th hasn't brought any changes. But I can see changes. The changes that I can see is it just, I don't know.
It's shrinking?
The shrinking is shrinking to my chest. It's shrinking to me. But they are saying it should shrink
outward.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know, that's a challenge to her understanding what's happening with her body. Having somebody else that maybe is familiar with cancer sit and counsel and talk to her. I wish there was a support group of African women here who are survivors of breast cancer or who walk the green mile with someone that they love with breast cancer, so they could explain to her, if it's doing this, this is the expectation. If it's not doing what the doctors say, here are some of the things you need to consider. But I don't like this blind area where they're expecting it to do something and then it's not doing.
They're not telling you your stage.
Yeah.
When you ask them, they said no.
Why don't they? So you're not satisfied with the way they communicate?
I don't know my stage, if I'm with a 3rd, with a 2nd, with a 4th, 1st, I don't know.
Yeah. Do you ask them?
I asked. You know me, I will ask. They say it's locally advanced. That's what the doctor said. That's what he can tell me.
Locally advanced.
It's not advanced to a stage that they can't do anything.
Okay.
So this is locally advanced. There's a solution.
Okay.
So the solution is to do the how do you call it? Just to remove the breast.
That's the only solution?
The only solution. So the chemo is to remove the breast. So for them to tell me, I always tell you that here doctors, they don't do like outside how you foreign doctor, how they do. They will explain to you how your stage is. Even I don't know my doctors how they call them, radiotherapist or whatever. I don't know the name, because when you ask them, they will not tell you. What they will tell you is there's a solution. You can do this, you can do that, and at the end you remove it. So
with the process, I know at different times you've been in tremendous pain. Going through the chemo, has it lessened the pain?
No.
It's heightened it?
It's heightened.
Oh.
So I was supported with a pain treatment, pain medicine.
Okay. Wow.
So when I feel the pain right now, since morning I've been feeling the pain so badly. So now, just now that I drink the painkiller.
So you feel better?
But when you drink the medicine too, you have to eat more, and I don't feel eating. I always want, with the chemo, there's a lot of, with the chemo, it's not easy.
Lowers your immune system too. Sorry about the noise. We're gonna let this pass. We've been trying to have this interview forever. We couldn't have the interview because, again, she's taking the chemo. The chemo wears her out, makes her sick, weakens her. And through all of this, you know, she's still trying to work. She's still, you know, she's a loctician by profession. She's still trying to work, still trying to manage her own home. And unlike in the U.S., there's no social services here. There's no grants that women can get in order to take a portion of the financial weight off of them. Like she has to, and hopefully family and friends help her bear a lot of this burden. So, how are you all managing it?
For the management, it's God Dr. Wonder.
It's God. Well, it's God usually with most of it.
Because with the financial, I really need it. Yes, because every 3 weeks, the amount that I spend on the chemo, it's not easy. Even it just changed last week that it will be even more.
Why are they increasing it?
Dr. Wanda, I don't know why. Last 3 days I went to see my doctor how it is, because now I have salt around it, so I have to show it to him. And he was saying even the second the fifth one, even the fifth one I will spend more. So with the money aspect, it's not easy for me because I'm a mother of 4 kids, and I'm with my husband though, but it doesn't end, it doesn't meet. We are really suffering with this. And
I'd like to hold a fundraiser for her. I had talked to her about some purses or something that we can sell where people buy it on behalf of contributing to helping her cover some of the cost. When we finish this video, I'll put some possible examples up, and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, the financial cost is huge. And you see that there's actually a real concern here. You want to say anything before we wrap up?
What I want to say is I really need help. Yes, I as my sister is saying, I need help a lot to clear this, because with the chemo itself, I can't. And I'm the mother. I'm a mother in my house. I'm a mother too at the same time. I'm the only one taking care of my kids, aside my husband monthly. So please help me. That's it. I need help.
Well, it's been 1 year since we went as a team to see what was the status of our breasts, and we got very different answers. Nonetheless, this is an issue that affects so many women. People try to act as if our body parts don't matter. They do. We want them, and we want them to be healthy, but sometimes they're not. I believe in various types of alternative medicine, but I do like to warn women that, what you use is contingent on the pathology. How far has your cancer gone? And it's always important to go and check it out and know, so that you're picking the right treatments at the right time. This is not something that you fight by yourself. I'm very impressed with the campaign in the U.S., the pink, where for Susan G. Komen, because it brings in everything. It brings in the whole community, the whole world, and we're all walking and we're all marching and we're all throwing all kinds of things in order to highlight attention to breast cancer. So I'm very grateful for Hawa for sitting down and talking. I know this was not comfortable for her to do, but it was important for her to do. So I thank you for your time, and I'm Dr. Wanda, and I'm signing off. So this started as a lump, as you can see, and then it took on the nature of looking similar to an orange peel. Then the breast became very lumpy. Her breast became very lumpy and distorted. And now with the chemo, it is bruised and sore and oozing. And so I have a store, Wandalands Naturals, on Etsy. I have a breast salve, and I'm selling it for $10. All proceeds will go to Hawa.